Hey, my caffeinated friends, Dawn Robles, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And today I want to show you how to make this cute, adorable card filled with reindeer food. That's right, we put reindeer food in our shaker card. I love shaker cards, and so when we got these mason jar shaker domes, I'm like coming up with thousands of ideas to do it. And what better way to celebrate with a young child than to give them a little bit of reindeer food with a reindeer card, right? So I'm using the Warm and Toasty stamp set, along with some other ones, of course, to show you how to make this. So I am using the So Sentimental stamp set. I wanted Yummylicious, and I love the dies that come with this. So as you can see, I cut the die from there. I'm using the Warm and Toasty stamp set because I love this little reindeer, and this guy is so much fun to put on cards as well. So, and then of course the Itty Bitty Christmas, so I can stamp a sentiment on the inside of the card as well. You will need your mason jar shaker domes. You can find these in the annual catalog, and then whatever cardstock you want. Now I couldn't decide which card to make today because in my house it was kind of split. One of my daughters liked the darker one. My other two daughters liked the lighter one. So we're going to go ahead and go with the lighter card today. And what you're going to need is you're going to need a piece of crumb cake cardstock cut at 6 3/4 by 5 1/2. And then you're going to go ahead and score that at 2 1/2. Then you will need, let's see here, you will need a piece of cherry cobbler cut at 4 by 5 1/4, a piece of whisper white that is cut at 3 3/4 by 5, another piece of cherry cobbler that is cut at 2 1/4 by 5 1/4, your choice of DSP cut at 2 by 5, a scrap piece of paper to cut your sentiment, and you will need a window sheet. I cut mine at about 1 7/8 and just kept the length of what I had. So you just need to make sure that you cover the shaker dome with that, and I'll show you that in a moment. So let's go ahead and get started. This card is simple, easy to put together. It just the longest part took the coloring. So let's go ahead and get started here. I'm going to go ahead and bring in my card base. Just going to go ahead and fold that and burnish my score lines. I always like to burnish from the middle out. That way you get a nice even on both ends, and just give it a good burnish there. And then I'm going to bring in my reindeer stamp, and I'm going to try and stamp that as close to this corner as I can. And I'm going to use my Memento Black for that. So I'm just going to bring in my little reindeer and make sure he's good and inked up. My ink pad's getting a little bit dry. So, and then I'm just going to put him in the bottom right-hand corner, and I want it fairly close to the edge of the paper. That way he's not covered up at all. And I'm going to give it a good press. And there we go. Then I'll take my blends and I will go ahead and color him in. Now, I went ahead and did that for the sake of this video. So I basically used my crumb cake, my dark smoky slate for his hoofs, and then I used a little bit of shaded spruce for his bow. I just wanted a little bit of color there. Then, you know, our secret, I found my Wink Stella, and I'm going to go ahead and put a little glitter on his nose, and of course his antlers. I mean, what reindeer does not have sparkly antlers, right? Come on. And then, of course, I'm going to put a lot of glitter right there on his bow tie. I think the kids are going to get a huge kick out of this. I know when my girls were little, we always had reindeer food and all the goodies for Santa Claus. So I'm going to send these to my niece and nephew. So I just sparkled him up, gave him lots of shine. I don't know if you can see that on camera or not. And then I'm just going to adhere this piece to my cherry cobbler, if I can find the glue right here. Have you guys tried the Stamp and Seal yet? I absolutely love it. I'm in love with the Stamp and Seal Plus. I like to do a lot of 3D projects, and that is seriously like the best glue I have found. I'm just going to do that. And then I'm going to go ahead and adhere this to the inside of my card. And then I'll stamp the inside sentiment, so I make sure that I get over there far enough. I know they say never put the paper in and then stamp, but guess what? I'm doing it today. Bring my card back in. Before I press, yep. That reindeer shines right through. There we go. So we can go ahead and stamp our inside sentiment as well. And I just chose to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And I just inked up my cherry cobbler ink pad, so hopefully it does not smear. Because you should always let it sit a little bit after you ink it. Let me close that up so I don't. And then I would go ahead and stamp my Yummylicious as well for the outside of my card. Just take a piece of scrap paper, plop that right down. Then I'll run over to the die cutting machine and cut that out, straighten it up, and take care of that. So I'm going to go ahead and use my mason jar punch that you will find in the annual catalog. And I'm going to line up my designer series paper in it. Easiest way to do for me is to flip it over and just kind of eyeball it and make sure that I have it fairly even on the top there. And then I'll just give it a punch. Perfect, actually. Look at that. Woo, Johnny. And then you know what? I will save this because I'm sure I will find another fun project to do with that as well. Then I'm going to go ahead and take my Mason Shaker Dome. And if you don't want static in there, you can take an actual dryer sheet and just kind of run it to the inside of that mace, and then it will not be all staticky. And then I just kind of clean mine. I just take a rag here, or my jacket in this case, and I'll just wipe it out so it's nice and clear. This is excellent, guys, because all you got to do, seriously, if I can do it, because... Okay, we got it, guys. Okay. So I just peeled this backing off of that. I'm just going to lay it down nice and even here. And all I'm going to do is take my DSP and put it right over the top so it fits perfect. And then give that a press all the way around. And there you go. Awesome sauce, right? Okay, we're going to turn it over, and I'm a glitter girl. I was never a glitter girl until I had kids, and now I like glitter. And I'm just going to pour a little bit of glitter in there just to make my reindeer food sparkle even more. And then I mixed up my reindeer food, which is simply, guys, oats and sprinkles. And you can put those little dehydrated marshmallows in there if you want. But I didn't. I just did oatmeal and sprinkles. And then I'm just going to fill that up in my mason jar there. Give it nice amount. Maybe that's a little bit too much. Okay. That's good. I want it nice and full. Okay, that should be good. Let's get that out of the way because I'll spill that too. I'm good at that. This is where your window sheet comes in real handy. So we're going to peel the back of the shaker dome off, like so. And then we're just going to simply stick that window sheet in there. Now I cut mine at 1 7/8 because my paper is 2 inches, and I just wanted to make sure that I had enough so I can adhere it and lock all my goodies in there. So make sure you always give it a really good press so nothing falls out. There we go. And then I'm going to shake it to get the glitter mixed in. And as you can see, the dryer sheet, nothing, doesn't have any static, so nothing sticks to it. And I could actually put more in there. Not done yet. I'm going to use our metallic ribbon, and I'm going to put a little band across him there. And again, one of the easiest ways to do that is to take your pick tool. And my glue dots melted. Did you see that? My office was so hot this summer, the air conditioner doesn't work up here, and it actually melted things and dried out ink pads. It was just not very nice. And then I put a glue dot right there on the side of it, and then I'm just going to tuck that all the way down and then pull it over and cut where I need to be. It's about 1.5 inches is all you need. And then I'm going to slide this under here because I wanted a knot, and I thought that was the easiest way to do it. I'm going to take another glue dot, another melted glue dot. See, that's horrible. And then I'm going to stick it right there and just pull that ribbon nice and tight. And then it stays in place there. And then I'm going to go ahead and tie my knot. On camera. Yay, Dawn. Okay, there we go. And you know, you could even string a little tag across there if you wanted to. You wanted something dangling off of there, but I'm just going to keep it simple. Then I'm simply going to take this and glue it to my cherry cobbler. And I recommend like using your Stampin' Seal Plus simply because of the window sheet. But I don't know where mine is, and this is right here, so this is what they're getting. Okay. I'll just take this, line it up. Place it down. And there you have it. Now we're just going to glue that right to our card base, and we've created the card. Pretty simple. So if you guys don't have a demonstrator and you'd like a catalog, reach out and let me know, and I'll drop one in the mail to you. If you're local, I'd be more than happy to drop it off to you. And if you place an order through me, please use the November hostess code. If your order is over $150, don't use the hostess code, and I will still be sending a thank you gift in the mail, which I need to go mail mine from October today. I know I'm way behind, as always. Okay, so there's your card. And then we stamped that Yummylicious. So here it is with the die cut. And again, this die cut is from the So Sentimental bundle. And I'm just going to pop that up on dimensionals. And you can put it straight, but I loved it a little bit crooked. like so. And then just put some embellishments on it. I forgot mine. Hold on one second. I'm waiting for my new Christmas ones to come in. They should be here Monday, but I'm just going to go ahead and use the champagne rhinestones. Put it right there, because I get excited when I design something and I just want to share it right away with everybody. And right there, it just dresses it up a little bit, as you can see. This one I used the in color enamel dots on him, and it turned out really, really cute. I love it, I love it. And then I'm going to go ahead and put a bigger one right there in the middle of his bow. Just what every guy wants, right? A little bit of bling. There you go. That is the project for today. Now, I did find a really neat poem to go inside that card. And I just went to Pinterest and printed it out, and I'll go ahead and put it in the comments below. But it just says, "Sprinkle on the lawn Christmas Eve night. The moonlight will make it sparkle bright. As Santa's reindeers fly and roam, this will guide them to your home." So I'm just going to cut some of these out and throw it right in there. And the other thing that I found out, because I'm a huge gift card giver, you can actually attach, we could build a little pocket and attach a gift card right to the inside of that. How super cute is that, guys? I love it. I love it. I love it. So, again, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for another creation next week. If I can be of any assistance to you, please let me know. Have a great week. Thanks for watching.